Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President and CEO of the Consumer Technology Association, Gary Shapiro.
Good evening and welcome to CES 2016. You know, this show is already one for the record books. The most space ever, the most innovative products, and more than 500 startups in Eureka Park. We have phenomenal growth in exhibit marketplaces for augmented reality, virtual reality, wireless health, auto tech, robotics, 3D printing, drones, driverless and electric cars, and biometrics. And the Internet of Things is everywhere. Ultra HD Blu-ray is making its first appearance, and it's transforming how we listen to music. We are at the beginning of a tidal wave of innovation, thanks to increasingly ubiquitous broadband and, of course, low-cost sensors. But we have a special treat this evening to kick off CES. As many of you know, for 50 years, Moore's Law has been the driving force of consumer electronics, making our devices faster, sharper, thinner, and of course, better. That's why it's no surprise that Intel has played such an important part in our history. And since he became CEO in 2013, Brian Krzanich has come here each January to deliver a keynote that is both riveting and newsmaking. Of course, with Brian and his team, we always get more than a keynote. And when Intel comes to CES, they set the stage for the whole week. They frame the conversation. They create the industry buzz we love. And of course, with every Intel keynote, we get live demos right here on this stage. In many cases, we'll be getting the very first look of the most exciting technologies of tomorrow. And this year, the company is actually redrawing the boundaries of even how we think about technology, pushing their expertise into totally new arenas. Instead of focusing only on devices and the gadgets, Intel is enabling a world of amazing experiences. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our keynote of this evening, the CEO of Intel, Brian Krzanich.
Hey there, Gary.
Welcome. Wow, that is so cool.
This is my self-balancing vehicle. I'll tell you what. Why don't you try and see if you can ride it back off stage?
Okay, let's see if I can do it. Hold on.
There you go.
Bye.
Let's give Gary a big hand for some risk-taking there, huh? I'd like to welcome everybody to CES 2016. I want to also take a second and thank the CTA for having me here to kick off this truly premier event. Now, this is my third year on the CES keynote stage, and there's no better place, truly no better place on the planet to talk about the future of technology and to share our vision with you. All of us come to CES to be amazed, and I promise you, tonight is going to be no exception. We believe we are entering a new era of consumer technology, where consumers are choosing experiences over products. Products that are purely based on the newest technology or feature, those are the way of the past. The technology that enables the new experience, that's the products that will be successful in the future. Now, Intel's fundamental belief is that these experiences are enabled by three trends that are shaping and driving this technology. First, the world is becoming smart and connected. Now, this one we all see today, whether it's our thermostats, our refrigerators, our cars, our bodies. They're becoming smart and connected. But the next step is that the computing is gaining senses. It can see, and not only just see in 2 dimensions, but it can start to see in 3 dimensions with depth and perception. And we'll spend time exploring that tonight. And we call this the sensification of computing. It's when computing is allowed to expand beyond the limits of its silicon. And third is computing is becoming an extension of you. It's integrated into you. You want it. It's part of your daily routine. These trends have given rise to an amazing new set of experiences that we're going to explore as a group tonight. What you'll see here tonight is different than anything you've seen in the past. Now, almost every part of life that we enjoy today is defined by the power of technology. But the technology alone is not our focus. Instead, I want to emphasize the experiences this cutting-edge technology will deliver to you. In our pre-show, you saw a new way we all experience art and music. So we thought we'd start off tonight by building on that. Tonight, we're going to kick off CES, and I really thought about this in Day Zero keynote, and we thought, boy, this should start with a celebration. And how's one of the best ways to start and do a celebration? And so we thought, how about some fireworks?
Coming home?
It's pretty similar to tune an instrument. You have to make sure that every component of it is working properly.
Everybody ready?
All drones switched on. One of the oldest experiences that we know, fireworks. They've been around for over 2,000 years and have generally relied on a mix of paper and a combustible powder. By using ascending technology drones and working with ARS Electronica Future Lab, we were able to completely redefine the firework experience. And in the process, I have to tell you, we just happened to break a Guinness World Record for having the most drones up in the air at the same time with multiple drones controlled by one pilot. Now, I see a future where fireworks and all of their risks and smoke and dirt are a thing of the past, and they're replaced with shows that have unlimited creativity and potential, and powered by drones. This is what it means to reinvent an experience. And it's only the beginning tonight. During our time together, I'm going to show you some amazing experiences. And they're all made possible by technology that Intel is going to be bringing to market and our key partners. And they'll be coming to you in the next few months. We'll take a look at some familiar categories and show you how exciting advances in technology are enabling completely new experiences. We're going to start with the world of sports and gaming.
We'll spend some time there, and then we'll move to the area of health and wellness. And lastly, we're going to spend some time in a broad spectrum area we called creativity. I'd like to welcome you all to CES 2016, the year of amazing experiences. So let's start with sports and gaming. Now, the games we all play on our devices are one area where technology has already introduced massive change. It's gone from being an individual event that you did on your own, playing against the computer, maybe one or two other people online, the introduction of websites like Twitch and YouTube that have turned gaming into a spectator sport, the rise of esports competitions, and technology enabling players to actually contribute to game development. This is the most creative era that esports and gaming have ever seen. Now, in November, I had the opportunity to play in a League of Legends tournament at Intel Extreme Masters. And I have to tell you, it was a blast. It's one of the funnest things I've done. What became very clear while I was training for this event, and yes, I trained, is that esports have become a full-on, highly immersive, and a truly social experience. As soon as you start playing, you hear it, you see it, you truly feel every moment, not that different than all other sports that we all play. At Intel, we want to make sure that every gamer can take advantage of the full sensory opportunities that gaming can offer. So we built processors that are expressly designed to deliver more performance and more sensation than ever before. Truly, the sights, the sound, the feel, all on your PC. Now, I'm not going to show you the results of my training. To demonstrate what I mean, I want to show you on one of the most exciting new games on the market that can give you an immersive experience, and that game is Rainbow Six by Ubisoft. And rather than me, I'm going to welcome the co-captain of the CLG Red all-female gaming team, Stephanie Harvey, on stage. She's better known by her handle, Miss Harvey.
Hey, Brian.
Hey there, Stephanie.
Hey.
Welcome to CES tonight. So I love people who really press our products to the very limits. Can you tell us what you've been up to over the last couple of months?
Absolutely. As a pro gamer, we only use Intel chips. And obviously, I'm not only saying that just because you're my sponsor. We actually know we're going to get the best frame rates and the split-second reaction time that makes all the difference in tournaments. We need to have the best gaming experience and the best gaming edge in competition, and that's why we use Intel.
So what's the latest game you've been playing?
I've been playing Ubisoft's latest competitive title, Rainbow Six Siege. It just came out last month. It's running on Intel's latest 6th Gen core. And Brian, you promised me it was going to be even better than the last gen. Isn't that right?
Absolutely. In fact, that's always our promise. But hearing that from me, I mean, I've got to say that. But I think you are really the best judge of this. Can you tell me how we did with our 6th Gen core?
Let me think about it. I think you guys did awesome.
Really? Thanks.
The gaming industry is going through major changes, and with amazing Intel hardware taking advantage of Microsoft Windows 10, DX12, and multi-core support, it's never been a better time to be a gamer.
Great.
So why don't we play some Rainbow Six?
That would be great. I'm going to let you play, and maybe I'll talk a little bit. I don't want to embarrass myself more. So what you're going to see here is that Stephanie's playing Rainbow Six. She's using her Razer 3D RealSense camera to remove her background while she live broadcasts on Twitch. If you go on Twitch right now, you can get the bandwidth in here, you can see her actually live broadcasting. Now, there's no green screen, there's no special equipment, it's a small module that allows her to fade out the background and put her face up in a very small, inconspicuous corner. Now, what's also important here is that using the 6th Gen core, she's seeing no performance loss in her gaming. And that's important because you don't want to have that performance issue and get fragged and knocked out of the game. Now, Stephanie, I understand you're going to be live streaming on Twitch all this week from the booth. Is that correct?
Yes, I'm currently live here, and I'll also be live at the Intel CES booth all weekend. You can come play me or not, whatever you like.
Thanks a lot, Stephanie.
Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much,
coming on
Ryan.
stage tonight. I appreciate it. So gaming performance has never been better. It's truly an immersive experience. You can see her face was in there. She's in there playing. She's broadcasting, all at a high performance. But we didn't want to just stop there. Gaming should not only be immersive, we thought, hey, it should be personal as well. So using Intel RealSense technology, we can now import players directly into the game. So instead of relying on avatars or computer-generated images, you can be in there yourself. And this is what we believe ultra-personal gaming is all about. And to show us this tonight, we've got Craig on here. Craig, can you just show us a little bit what you've got and what we're going to do?
Yeah, we're going to do something amazing. So again, on the quest to be the most immersive, the most unique experience for gaming possible, well, how about we put you right into the game? Does that sound unique enough?
I think that would be the best game there is if I'm in there.
Well, it's going to be the Brian Krzanich game, so let's go ahead and cue this up. And it's really easy to do so. All I need is a RealSense-enabled 2-in-1 like this HP Spectre X2. And I'm just going to go ahead and using this 3D capture software to take a little 3D model of my boss here. And this is going to allow us to take the 3D capture and put it right into our game. So as you can see right now, I'm covering up all of Brian's skin here and capturing that digitally so I can go ahead and right into the game after that. So now he's captured, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at what a separate piece of software, Uranium, has printed out your digital avatar. Okay?
There I am, huh?
Intel blue jumpsuit, all of that. I mean, looking good,
Good.
right?
I think it looks great.
But now we want to take this to the next level. And with Uranium, it works with many, many supported games that we have across, including ones of the most popular type, like we have this beautiful 6th generation modded PC. And according to the theme, we're going to be playing Bethesda's Fallout 4, one of the biggest hits of the season. And, well, if you want to see this live, here we go. Ah. That look a little familiar?
There I am. And that even looks better than my dog, too.
I was going to say, that's your dog. Okay, so you guys can make the decision. You know, Brian Krzanich, Intel CEO, or Raider of the Apocalyptic Wasteland. You guys can choose your pick, but you're truly living the game.
Thanks a lot, Craig.
Thank you.
So all of that technology is available today. You can do that today with these games. I hope you've seen that esports has been elevated to an entirely new level. The experience is personal, it's immersive, and it's engaging. So that's esports. We wanted to extend that to all sports. Watching sports is already really exciting. All of us love to do it. But we wanted to reimagine the experience using cutting-edge technology, creating a world where there's really no bad seat, at home or at the event. We started with a vision: free the spectator to see the action from any angle, anywhere on the playing field. And notice I didn't say at the stadium or at the event. I said on the field. The vision is now a reality. I'd like to introduce you to Replay's 3D video format. It captures the sport and the action you love and turns it into a 3D experience that you can now watch on broadcast, in the stadium, or on your PC at home. And as if you're right in the game. It completely changes the experience and what it means to be a spectator. And with this technology, you'll be able to view the game from any angle you want. You will become the director. I know that's hard to believe, so let's take a look at this. Here is an NBA clip from a marquee matchup between LeBron James and Kevin Durant. And you can see LeBron break away. He's got a great stuff there. Nice view, but it wasn't very immersive. I didn't feel like I was there. I didn't see it. Now here is the same experience that we're going to see with us really right there, using replay, real 3D technology. We're going to stop, and what perspective do I want to see it from? Replay is giving you the ability to change the highlights, and it's no longer just limited to broadcasters. So John here is going to show us that we can do replay on our system at home. Now, using a Microsoft Surface Pro 4, we can relive the top highlights of almost any perspective. You can see he's choosing where he wants to go and what perspective he wants to see it from. What you're seeing here is the power to redefine what it means to watch and experience sports. We're going to put you in the director's seat. And replay will set a new standard for fans everywhere. Thanks a lot, John, for showing us that. Now, you saw that with basketball. We're working with replay to take this to every sport around the world. Change the experience, make you the director. That's how technology is changing how we experience the broadcast. Now, let's look at how we understand sports in real time. Last year at Intel's, at the CES forum, I introduced you to Intel's Curie, a computer that fit in the size of a button. Curie's dedicated sensor hub can be used in a variety of exciting ways. You've already seen some of those tonight. Now, since then, we've been showing the world how Intel Curie works and integrating it into some new experiences. Curie is sampling today and will ship in volume this quarter for a price below $10. Now, you've seen a lot of experiences tonight. I'd like to show you what happens when Curie meets the BMX bike. Let's welcome Tyler from Intel to tell us just what's happening here and what's going on with Curie and these riders.
Yeah, certainly, Brian. So what we have is we have two riders, Paris and Victor. Both of them have two sensors on their bike, one on the seat and one on the handlebars. With these, we're able to capture all of the acceleration, height, spin, flip of the riders while they perform.
So if I understand that right, then you're able to use Curie to map these riders out in 3D space and understand everything they do, correct?
That's exactly right, Brian, and we're able to do it in real time. So if you're up for it, let's see the technology in action.
I would love to.
All right. As the athletes move across the stage, we're able to virtualize this movement. When they perform their tricks, Curie's pattern recognition accelerator can classify those tricks in real time. On the left-hand side, you see the visualization, allowing us to track the rider's motion across the stage. On the other side of the screen, you see the type of tricks they're performing. So on this last one, Victor performed a tail whip, which is a 360-degree rotation of the bike, and Paris performed a big air, going 11.9 feet up in the air.
So, I mean, this is amazing technology, real-time data, all the information. What's this mean for action sports?
You know, it's a big deal. For athletes and coaches, the technology can be used for training and enhancing performances. For the audience, they can gain insights and statistics not previously possible. And of course, it will certainly play a major role in sporting events, providing additional tools and engaging viewers and commentators.
So, okay, that's great. I'd love to see what the riders are able to do next and how this can be demonstrated.
Certainly, Brian. We've got Paris and Victor here, so let's do another trick.
Okay.
Great job, Paris.
Okay, that was great. Now, what I want to see is what Victor's going to do next.
You know, we do have a special treat for you, so if you're up for it, Brian, we'd love to get you involved as well.
Okay, what stays in Vegas, or what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right?
Certainly, certainly. What do you guys think? Should we do it? Let's get it going. Here we go.
have to tell you, that was awesome. Thanks a lot, Tyler, for showing us this. Victor, thank you very much. This is going to be truly amazing. I believe you guys are going to be at the Intel booth this week.
Yep, we'll be out at the booth, so make sure you guys come and stop by and see us. We'll have amazing athletes performing all throughout the show.
Thanks a lot. See you later, Tyler.
Thanks, Brian.
And you wondered whether our demos were live or not, huh? So with Curie, we believe we've created a technology that is going to change the world of sports. What we've just seen not only identifies those amazing BMX tricks, it captures and measures them in real time and gives the information out instantly. And what this can mean for how sports like that are viewed as an audience, what that means for coaches and writers in their training and their actual event, is going to be amazing as we move forward. We believe we're on a cusp of a breakthrough in live sports, and the possibilities are enormous. Soon, this is about to change every sport in a very big way, we believe. This new era, though, begins in just a few weeks. You'll see it first at the best showcase in the world for action sports, the X Games Aspen. And no one can tell that story better than the world's leader in sports broadcasting. And I'd like to welcome on stage here tonight the ESPN president and co-chairman of Disney Media, John Skipper. Welcome on stage tonight, John.
Thank you.
Looks like you've been doing some action sports yourself. Can you just talk a little bit about the history of the X Games so the audience understands them?
I certainly can. I just want to thank you for having me here with you. I do apologize that I couldn't execute that bike flip myself as we had planned. I do not hold this against you at all. And I'm sure we can continue our partnership despite this. And we're going to start this partnership January 28th at the X Games in Aspen. We have a long history with the X Games. We invented it in 1995 in Rhode Island. The first Winter Olympics, Winter X Games was in the Big Bear Lake in 1997. And we're very excited to have the technology you just showed now in all of our events there this year, Brian.
So can you tell us a little bit, how have X Games used technology to improve the experience over the last few years with athletes and viewers?
Well, look, we use technology in the X Games. We've got a very young audience. I mean, these are sports that were basically invented by young people. We invented these games because we wanted to reach a young and a new audience. And this audience wants data and information. They want excitement. The athletes are young. They're excited to actually experiment. They're a tech-savvy audience. So it's a perfect place for us to do that. We have a long history of doing that. We had the very first drones in last year's live sports for the first time last year. We had the first GoPro camera a few years ago in live sports. And debuting Curie this year in the X Games would be a fabulous experience for us, Brian.
So do you see any other possibilities with Intel technology in the X Games moving forward?
Oh, I think, look, the fact that, and you saw it here with Victor and Paris, I think they were named, is the idea of seeing real-time data so you can see, understand the rotations and the spin and the G-forces and the height will just excite the athletes. It'll spur the competition. It'll look great on television. It'll excite the fans there. So I think this is a big home run for you and I. And I'm hopeful, of course. I love seeing the technology before this, and you and I have talked about basketball and football and baseball and what we can do. So I think we'll put this technology to great use in January, show what it can do, and then have some new ideas.
So, okay, I like to do demos. I like to let people see what's really going on. Do you think we can get a sneak peek of X Games Aspen?
I think, we don't do anything at ESPN without a highlight and without a sizzle reel. So we have one for you here. Thank you very much for having me and allowing us to show this. We're very excited about this, Brian.
Okay,
thank you.
Thanks a lot. Let's look at the video.
Thank you.
This is where the wild things are. This is where the wild things are. This is where the wild things are. This is where the wild things are.
Can actually figure out how many times you rotated, how many G-forces you left to take off with, how many G-forces you landed with. A lot of insane stats that you would never find out before we can find out now.
That was awesome.
It was crazy how much information they can get from a tiny device on your board. Technology is insane, man.
People at home are now going to know what's actually happening here at the X Games.
The fact that they can get it live on TV, it's going to make it so much more exciting, you know.
I'd like to take a second again to thank John. You can see he put a lot of effort to come here. The Aspen X Games is really going to be fun. If you're going to be there, if you can be there, I'll be there. We're really excited about showcasing this technology. The Intel Curie-enabled technology we shared with you tonight so far is focused on really human interaction with equipment, right? The BMX bikes, the snowboards. But we wanted to take it another step. And so we sought out a partner that could use this technology to transform the human performance. Tonight, I'm excited to announce a global partnership with a company who can do just that. A company that can give that technology wings. I'm talking, of course, about Red Bull Media House. I'd like to have you join me in welcoming the CTO of Red Bull Media House, Andy Gall.
Right.
Hi, Andy.
Good evening, everybody.
Hey, Andy. First, welcome to CES. It's a huge part of Red Bull Media Houses has been built around the creation of an amazing content and experiences. Where does technology fit into those experiences?
In nearly everything. I will give you an example. To be successful in this future technology, we need some success factors, and one is a pathfinder. And you are a technology pathfinders. And for example, with your Curie chip, we had a crazy idea, and you saw in the clip from ESPN, you saw the Red Bull guys who were amazed about the heroes, amazed about technology. And you know what we did? In our global partnership, we said, okay, let's try it out. Let's take a hero and do something really crazy and build a prototype and do something, and we produced a clip together. It was the first part of this really, really great partnership. By the way, we have a great team. And this is the little surprise as well. Let's take a look to the clip and then see what happened.
Okay, that'd be great. Let's take a look.
Okay.
Please welcome Jason Paul.
So, hey, Jason, that was an amazing video. That was an amazing entrance. Do you think you could show us something a little more spectacular, real time? I like live demonstrations. And Andy, maybe you can walk us through what he's going to do.
Yeah, but first, he has a real chip, not in his body, at his body, and see what happens and look on the screen. This is live, real life. Let's go. You see, when you jump, the forces, you see the spin speed. And think about what we can do with this kind of live data. We can connect it with music. And at the end, we get a lot of great information. And it's not only information for the athlete, it's information for the channels. It's information for the medicines, for the coaches. So we ask our heroes, we invite them, and they had millions of ideas how to use your technology. So in this partnership, I'm nearly sure we can be really brain heroes.
I would 100% agree. Jason, I want one more big trick. Big trick.
Go on.
Please.
Please. And see what happened live.
And there it is, all captured. Jason, that was amazing. I gotta tell you, that was just amazing. That was fantastic, above my expectations. And look at that, the data is right up there and amazing. Thank you very much.
So do I need to explain more? No, it's live, real life in combination. And as I said, we have multiple possibilities to offer this data. For example, for a channel, for medicine, for coaches. So we love to get your data. And by the way, one of the next success factors is innovation. And this is, I think, part of our DNA, and also to experiment. And therefore, the answer is very easy. We love technology, we love to experiment, we love to invite brain heroes to do such things.
Well, thanks a lot. Andy, I'm looking forward to the partnership between Intel and Red Bull Media House. I think we have a fantastic set of opportunities as we look forward. Thank you again.
Thank you. And by the way, you will be surprised. We will have a little surprise during the year, but it's a secret. But you can trust me, we will use Curie as a little gadget and part of the piece of success. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Andy. See you later.
Thank you.
Okay, so we've seen BMX, we've seen snowboarding, and we've seen a phenomenal show by Jason on free running. They were all redefined by the Intel Curie technology, all transferring data real time and giving us a different experience. This is the start of a dramatic revolution in sports, as I've said before. Our hope is to bring this technology to every type of athletic event with many more partners. We believe this will change how we view sports, how they are judged, and even how people train, and how people like you and I use and improve our own skill sets. But there's still one thing that combines the power of technology with a unique viewing experience, and that starts up in the air. Last year, I showed you some very advanced but relatively expensive drones that could see and respond to their environment. They could do this safely and intelligently. And you remember we walked them through an obstacle course. Well, tonight we're going to take that technology to its natural next step. I'm excited to show you tonight the world's first truly intelligent consumer drone, the unique Typhoon H with RealSense. This drone is built with the end user in mind. You can use it right out of the box. It's ready to fly. It has best-in-class features. It has collapsible propellers, so it can be compactly stored. It has retractable landing gear. It has a 4K camera, and one of the best features I found is a built-in display in the controller, so you can see what the drone is seeing real time, conveniently, and as part of the system. But what truly distinguishes this drone from all the other drones that are out there is the Intel RealSense module. Using an Intel RealSense camera and an Intel CPU, with the collision avoidance technology we've developed with Ascending Technologies, this drone goes everywhere. It goes in the woods. It grows around trees. It can navigate any obstacle. This is the world's most advanced collision avoidance system in a consumer drone. It's designed for real outdoor experiences. It's light, it's portable, it goes in the backpack, and it truly understands its environment. But it's one thing to see a drone up on a pedestal. That's easy. It's another to see it in action. What we've done again is built the equivalent of an outdoor GPS inside. Then we mocked up a short mountain bike trail. I challenged our demo team to prove that the unique drone can follow a rider even when confronted obstacles like fake trees. So what you see is the drone not being piloted by anybody, but simply optically following the biker. And now it's in the lead mode. You'll see the drone's actually in front of the biker, avoiding the trees. Now, as the biker gets around to the end of his course, you'll see the drone automatically just waits and flips and goes into follow me mode. Now, a drone without real sense would have no way to avoid these obstacles and to capture the image real time. But this drone is different, and it can react to obstacles real time. So let's see what happens if we put out a real time obstacle. You see the drone was able to stop and wait and go around that obstacle as well, following the rider all the time. Any other commercial drone out there would have crashed into a tree. Now, of course, right, live demo, we also wanted to put the unique to the test in the real world because that's a demo stage. So we sent a film crew down to Mexico last month to see how the drone would do. And let's take a look at it in real life. So I'm pleased to announce that the unique Typhoon H with RealSense technology will be available in the first half of 2016. And what's equally as important, at a price of less than $2,000. We're truly excited about drones. We're truly excited about drones for many reasons and see an endless use in sports and beyond that will capitalize on this technology. We believe we are truly on the verge of a drone revolution, and this technology is what will fuel that. Okay, so wrapping up sports and gaming, you can see how we've enhanced almost every experience you can imagine, making them immersive and personal and real time. So now let's move to our next set of experiences, health and wellness. Technology is changing the landscape of health and wellness in groundbreaking new ways. It can change the way healthcare is delivered, improve treatment, provide answers to the challenges of our aging society. This is truly a new frontier for innovation. But all healthcare starts with staying fit. And just over a year ago, we announced that Intel would be working with Luxottica on smart eyewear. And I'm excited to share a sneak peek tonight of the product we've been working on with one of Luxottica's most popular brands, Oakley. This remarkable technology can be used by anyone. Athletes who want to raise the bar, people who want to track their activities, anyone that wants to set a personal goal How cool would it be to have a coach right there with you?
Okay, Radar, what's my workout plan for today?
We're going for 20 miles, climbing 1,800 feet. I can tell this is too easy for you, so let's push a little harder.
How's my power?
Your power is 320 watts.
Stop.
Stopping workout.
Okay, Radar, what's today's run?
We're going for 7 miles, climbing 900 feet, and we'll do 2 medium hills. Nice job balancing your effort on this hill. Keep it up.
Okay, Radar, how's my pace?
Your current pace is 7 minutes and 32 seconds per mile, which is just right.
Stop workout. Thanks, Coach.
So ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the star of our video, 3-time Ironman world champion, Craig Alexander. Good evening, Craig. Hey, welcome to CES. Okay, I got to tell you, that looked like a pretty hard workout. But it appeared that Radar Pace was actually coaching you along the way, giving you feedback real time.
The funny thing is, all successful endurance athletes follow a simple formula. They pick the right plan and then try and stick with it until race day. Now, it sounds simple, but in reality, training gets complicated.
So, okay, so you just used the word complicated. I hear that a lot. So what does that mean to you, complicated?
You know, technology has dramatically changed the way athletes train, and today we can get data on just about anything. The challenge with data is it requires interpretation to be meaningful. There's a lot of devices out there that can track our heart rate, our power output, our cadence, but they're just delivering data. As an athlete, I need to know what that data means and how to respond to it in the moment. This is why most endurance athletes have a coach.
Okay, so Radar Pace isn't just giving you preset instructions, it's really looking at the data and responding to your workout real time, correct?
Exactly. So when I'm out for a run or a ride, it's as if I have a live coach alongside me telling me what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and then evaluating whether I'm doing it right and giving me feedback on how to do it better.
Okay, so now you're an endurance athlete. I'm glad that was your workout, not mine. What if you're just a busy guy like myself and you'd just like to get a 5K in once in a while? Is it going to help me?
That's the genius of Radar Pace. It adjusts to any level athlete and any workout. So from a serious runner training for a race, to a cyclist, to a person pushing themselves in their morning workout.
So the other thing I noticed from the video, you didn't have to swipe hands or touch anything. It seemed like it was just responding to you talking to it. Is that true?
Absolutely. Okay, Radar, what's my workout today?
You're going 15 miles, climbing 1,200 feet, and we'll do 16 medium hills.
So first, I'm glad that's your workout and not mine for today. Gotta tell you. So it's completely customized for you, thank God. I think Oakley has really pushed the sports performance to the limits here. I couldn't imagine a better endorsement than what you've given us here tonight.
Thanks, Brian. I think people are really going to love this.
Thank you very much, Craig, for coming by. So we've now seen the power of a personal coach integrated right into the product of a world-class sports performance brand with the Oakley Radar Pace. And Craig gave us a great example of its use. Now, you can have your own personal coach pushing you along, hopefully getting that same distance and time with when Radar Pace launches in late 2016. So this is where sports training is headed. You're no longer on your own. You have a coach there with you, helping you truly get better. Now, fitness isn't really a new trend. The next company I'm going to bring on here as partner has been around for 110 years, giving us all the opportunity to live more active and healthy lives. And here to talk about this new partnership is Rob DeMartini, CEO of New Balance. Hey, Rob, welcome to CES. You know, I don't know if a lot of people know New Balance's history and the rich data that you have on your background. Can you tell us a little bit about New Balance?
Sure. First of all, thank you, Brian, for having me here. New Balance has a 110-year heritage of product development and innovation in the running category. We remain a private company focused on the athlete, and we also continue to manufacture here in the US, which is a fact we're proud of and sets us apart from our competitors.
That's great.
At New Balance, we let the results do the talking, and by that we mean your results. The athletic results that our products help you achieve. Our owners, Jim and Ann Davis, have created a culture where our associates possess the courage to do it the right way and not follow the crowd. Our associates are runners and athletes, and that means we know what runners want, and they want to be untethered and uninhibited so they can push their training to the limit, to break free of carrying their cell phone on a run or to be free of all wires altogether.
So I think you have some news for us to share today. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I'm not just here to tell you about our brand history. I'm here to announce a new division at New Balance, Brian, called Digital Sport. Digital Sport will focus on understanding, motivating, and improving the lives of athletes through digital experiences and wearable technologies. We're also announcing a partnership with Intel to provide the technologies to bring these devices and experiences to life. And we're honored to share the stage with Intel. This is just the beginning of a relationship that I'm convinced, Brian, will better the lives of athletes everywhere.
Thanks, Rob. I know you've also introduced some real breakthroughs in running shoes, and you've brought the possibility of 3D printing to shoe design. And in fact, everyone, I'm wearing a pair of these right now. Can you tell the audience what makes these so special?
I can. We've been working with 3D printing for a long time, and recently we started experimenting with Intel's RealSense to see if we could create 3D images of the foot that create a truly personalized running shoe. And we found the possibilities for design were incredible. I'm actually wearing the same shoes you are.
So, they look good.
They look good. They look fast. I'm not sure compared to Craig. This is just one example of how our expertise in manufacturing mixed with Intel's technology can really improve the lives of athletes.
So I have to tell everybody, I've been wearing these for a while now. They are incredibly comfortable. But what people really want to know is when will they be on market? When can the average person come get them?
That's a great question. We plan to retail a performance running shoe this April in Boston in a limited way, and those yet won't be customized. But it's really just the beginning. As personalization takes the next step, and as the 3D ecosystem gains steam, we're envisioning being able to print these in-store or in consumers' homes.
So I understand there's one more product we're working on together.
Yeah, we've really enjoyed working with Intel to create a smartwatch. A smartwatch designed by runners for runners will be launched in the holiday season this year. We think it's going to redefine the athletic experience. New Balance is dedicated to creating real products that can help athletes focus on their training so they can constantly improve performance. Digital Sport is working on what's next, and we're excited to work with Intel where the intersection of your technology and our athletic products can bring these things to life.
So thanks a lot, Rob. I think this is just going to be a great partnership. I think the products we're going to build together are going to be fantastic. I'd really like to thank you for coming here on stage with us tonight and sharing this with us.
Brian, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So technology is changing the way we think about health and wellness. With more data, we can truly make smarter decisions. Of course, this goes beyond exercise. So we wanted to think about how technology can truly advance wellness in the workplace as well. And one of the most interesting developments is bringing technology to one of the oldest safety devices, the hard hat. To show us, I'd like you to welcome on stage here with me the founder and CEO of DAQRI, Brian Mullins.
Hi, Brian.
Hey there, Brian. Okay, so after 30 years of working in Intel's factories, I know about this hard hat, but that's not really new technology, I don't
That's
think.
right. That's the past. This is the future. I'm excited to be here tonight to show off the new DAQRI Smart Helmet. And we've been working with Intel to redesign the helmet from the ground up. The result is an extremely powerful piece of technology. It has a 6th generation Intel Core M7 processor and RealSense camera technology built right into the helmet.
That's amazing. That's an amazing amount of technology in this. This is truly different.
That's right. We think we're changing the way that people think about safety, and it's going to have a dramatic impact on workers. And it's something that you really have to see. So Sam here, our industrial worker, he's going to show us how powerful the helmet can be. Now, normally the smart helmet is wireless, but we've attached a cable so the audience can see exactly what Sam is seeing. Here, the smart helmet is recognizing the equipment Sam is working with, and it's going to use computer-enhanced vision to actually read the gauges of the equipment. If you look, it's identified a potentially dangerous pressure problem. So it's going to use augmented reality to give Sam step-by-step work instructions to fix the problem. Knowing what steps to take and in what order can reduce the time and increase the safety of these activities.
It's amazing. I mean, it's truly an amazing system.
Thanks. And when it's done, it's actually going to help Sam order a replacement part. But that's not all. Let's show you another aspect of the DAQRI Smart Helmet. If you look on the adjacent wall, there's another set of equipment. And from outward appearances, everything looks fine. But let's switch on the thermal vision. With this, it's like giving the worker X-ray vision. He can actually see through objects and identify potential problems before they occur in electrical, mechanical, and even plumbing systems. And doing that without touching it adds a whole new dimension of safety.
So this is obviously a major expansion of what workplace safety looks like. And without this helmet, Sam would have missed a lot of information and put himself in a lot more risk.
Exactly. Workplace safety today is about understanding the environment that the worker is in.
So, okay, I gotta ask, when can workers expect this?
That's the most exciting part. The new DAQRI Smart Helmet starts shipping to our Tier 1 partners today.
Wow, that's fantastic, Sam. Brian, Sam, thank you.
Thanks, Brian.
Okay. Now, you really have to experience that yourself to get the full feeling of it. You can come by the Intel booth all this week. The DAQRI helmet will be there, and you can use it in person and see what it's like to have that experience. So I've shown you how technology is changing how we experience sports and gaming, health and wellness. I'd like to turn something that changes the world in an entirely different way. And that's enhancing the creative experience. Technology has become a catalyst for a new age of creativity. The engine behind entirely new experiences in the worlds of fashion, music, art, and my favorite area, the maker movement. I'd like to start with how it's going to change music. Music expresses emotions, and it tells stories. It creates memories, it defines cultures, and it provides personal expression. So we brought Intel technology to one of the most creative composers working at the leading edge of composition and technology. And that composer is A.R. Rahman. Now, you may know A.R. from his work on Slumdog Millionaire and pretty much every Bollywood blockbuster out there. And we gave him Intel Curie and let his imagination run wild to transform the experience of music. To show you, I'd like to welcome famed musician and two-time Oscar and Golden Globe Award winner, A.R. Rahman, to the stage of CES. Welcome to CES, AR. So can you tell us a little bit about what you've been up to?
I've been working on this modal composition backstage. And so I've been using this for the past 1 year. And you boys have been very kind to incorporate all my requests. So it's something like this.
Okay, so I'm hearing music. There's no instruments, there's no other musicians. Can you tell us a little bit about what's happening here?
So these bands have the Intel Curie technology, and what it does is it kind of senses my gestures and transfers that into MIDI data, and it goes to the computer on one of the softwares and changes that into music.
Got it. So that's, and you've been using this in your concerts for a while now, correct?
Yeah, I did a tour last year all around the US, and I used this technology, and people seem to be very excited about this stuff.
Fantastic. Can you show us a little bit more, perhaps?
Yeah, I would like to invite Kevin to show some more of this. Kevin's here.
So finally, every teenager's dream, an air guitar that actually works.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I kind of like pushing the boundaries and see what else is there, because this might trigger a new way of composing, a new way of a tune. Because traditional piano kind of gives a kind of feel.
Yes.
But the more you use these kind of things, one day it'll be like I'll be probably without any instrument and having this for a concert.
So I think there's some ways we can get the audience engaged. Do you think we could do that now?
Yeah. After this, we're going to perform again, hopefully. And so I want to teach a few dance moves. I'm not a dancer, but so one is this, and the next one is the bulb, and there's the push. That's it.
So okay, now you guys are all going to be part of AR's band later on. That's correct, right?
Absolutely.
All right, AR, thank you for showing us this, and we look forward to you later on in the show.
Great. See you then. Bye.
Okay, so I want you to remember the waves, the twist, and the pump, right? You'll use those later on and be part of the experience. AR is a true pioneer when you think about it. He's shown us the future of live music, where we are immersed in part of the experience, and you'll have that experience later on. We see endless possibilities for transforming the experiences of music using this Intel technology. We thought now we'd transform music's biggest stage. We're very excited to announce a new partnership with the Recording Academy. For over 50 years, the Academy and the Grammy Awards have built a rich legacy and truly global brand, recognizing the best in music. Using some of Intel's technology you just saw, we want to transform the music experience during Grammy Week. To launch the first of these experiences, we've collaborated with 6-time Grammy Award winner, putting the world's most innovative technology in the hands of one of the world's most innovative artists. But rather than me tell you, I thought we'd leave it to her to tell you about the work we've done together.
I have the potential to imagine the unimaginable. Think the unthinkable. See the unseeable. With the arsenal of the world's leading technology at my fingertips, I now have the ability to invent the uninventable. Rebranding into its future, Intel has enlisted House of Gaga to collaborate on a project that will showcase technology through creativity at the highest level. Our partnership will culminate in a performance that inspires to remind the world of the seed of innovation, the wizard behind the curtain, the mind behind the machine. Intel. Gaga.
Our technology is truly unleashing a level of creativity that could never be expressed before. I think you're all going to be literally blown away as we unleash this technology during Grammy Week in February. Now, creativity can take many shapes and applied to many, many different platforms. And tonight, I'd like to show you a platform for creation that we are introducing for the first time tonight. We've teamed up with Xiaomi, one of China's leading manufacturers of smart and connected devices, and one of its portfolio companies, Ninebot. The innovative engineers from Ninebot, oh, hey, Craig.
Brian.
The innovative engineers from Ninebot and the technology acquired from Segway has given rise to a brand new platform. We gave you a preview of this amazing device at the top of the show. It's called a personal transporter. Okay, Craig, so you've gotten pretty good at moving around. Can you make it stop?
Oh, I can make it stop, make it go. I can moonwalk on this thing if you want. It's pretty agile. I kind of like it. But this particular self-balancing transportation vehicle actually has a real unique trick up its sleeve, is that this one transforms into your own personal robot.
Hello world. It's been 1 hour and 12 minutes since I last seen the world. Good to be back.
We missed you too.
So, okay, this is cool. What else can this device do?
Well, because it's an open platform, Brian, we can pretty much program it with a little know-how to do anything that we want. So, okay, you can hear that alarm. Let me give you a specific example. So that alarm is actually our automatic connected home door sensor alerting us that someone is actually in our front foyer there. So, you know, if we were away from home, we would go ahead and get an alert, or maybe we're on the couch watching the game and we don't want to get up. If I had my own personal assistive robot, wouldn't I just let that guy go directly to the door and see who was there for me?
That would be me. I would love to not get up off the couch and just have something go tell me who's there. That would be my perfect world.
Yep, and the Segway robot has a ton of really cool features like voice recognition, and also you can see it's streaming video all the way as it comes up to the door, and oh, well, who do we have there? It looks like we have Pu Li, who's the inventor of, from Ninebot of the Segway robot. And, well, our robot's just going to go ahead and escort him back over into the living room here and say hi.
So since we knew who Li was, we were okay with him entering our house and watching a game with us tonight.
Yeah, otherwise the robot would just kick him out. But that's the beauty of having an incredibly intelligent as well as connected platform, is that with an Intel Atom processor, as well as the RealSense camera that we have built in, all of it's able to take all of the vision, have all of the smarts and all of the balance to really do an autonomous run without knocking all over the lamps in your house.
Right, and I think that's important, right? That was a live demo using RealSense navigating this furniture real time. So, hey, Lee, first, welcome to CES. You've got a great invention here. I've been using these around my house and the office, but what else can this robot do?
Oh, I have something. I have the gadget for a robot. We have designed this robot to be extendable. You can design and attachment accessories to it. For example, this robot arm. Let me show you.
Okay, that'd be great. So the most important thing is that we designed this Segway to be an open platform, and that's why it's in the creativity section. It's developers worldwide can innovate on top of this platform and this design to come up with all kinds of cool new uses and applications. It will truly be an open framework. Every inventor can also develop tools and software in other devices that can interact with the Segway. So, Lee, now that it has arms, can you show us what we can do?
Sure. Okay, Segway. You have arms.
Hey, are those my arms? Awesome.
Okay, so we can ride it, it can navigate, it's got arms. What else can it do? Can it do anything else yet, Lee?
Yeah, it can do a lot of things. Can I show you like how it follows me?
That'd be great.
Okay. Okay, Segway. Follow me.
Okay. Hello.
Hello, come.
Now, what's important here is it's not following his phone. It's not following something he has in his pocket. It's used a RealSense camera to actually image Lee and follow him directly. And this is what makes this robot very different. Lee, thanks for coming on stage. Craig, thank you. And Segway Robot, thank you. Now, just like everything else tonight, that was all live, that was all real time. What's really exciting is developers can start creating on this Segway robot with the developer kit release in the second half of 2016. And after this, it will become a consumer product. We believe this is the beginning of a new ecosystem. One where robots can actually be open platforms, be developed, and become useful partners. Now, what would a conversation about creativity be without talking about fashion? The fashion industry has always been on the leading edge of innovation. And one designer we've been collaborating with is ready to join us here tonight. So I'd like you to welcome on stage here at CES the CEO of Chromat, Becca McCarran. Hi, Becca. Welcome to CES. Also, thanks for taking some time out. I know you're right in the throes of getting ready for Fashion Week in a couple weeks here at New York. Can you tell us a little bit about your vision for Chromat as a company?
Well, thank you so much for having me, Brian. I know you've become a Fashion Week regular, so it's really exciting to be here at CES, the technology world's equivalent of Fashion Week. So a bit about me. Chromat started in 2010 as an extension of my background in architecture. And this math-based structural language is the foundation of every garment that we design. So it's been a natural progression integrating fashion technology with Intel.
So can you tell us a little bit about how you've used technology to really integrate into your designs?
Well, what I love about Intel is that you guys have so many systems woven into all different areas of fashion. From the systems that drive 3D body scanning, to printing of fast prototype garments, to the Curie module that's integrated into Chromat's designs. Intel products have opened up a world of possibilities in fashion.
So it's interesting your technology background of architecture and math, but still it's fashion meets technology with Chromat and Intel. Can you tell us what it's been like to work together so far?
Sure. I mean, Brian, our worlds are not so different. We are creators. We are innovators that thrive on breaking down barriers. I'm an architect, a designer, and I'm driven to empower women of every race and every size through clothing that makes them feel like the strongest, most powerful version of themselves. And Intel has allowed me to expand what is possible in this realm.
So what I'd really like to do tonight is show the audience, if we can, some of the things you've really created and invented so far.
Sure. So last season of Fashion Week, we introduced 2 editorial proofs of concept that were the showpieces of our collection, inspired by the idea that clothing should adapt and respond to the body. So first, we have the adrenaline dress. So the dress senses when the wearer is feeling adrenaline, and it triggers shape memory alloy, flexinol, which expands the dress into an augmented hourglass shape in kind of a fight or flight mode. So the Intel Curie module is interpreting the signals from the body and triggering the mechanism. And the dress is fully 3D printed in collaboration with designer Francis Batanti, and it's got 360 individual moving carbon fiber framework parts. Thank you, Shelby. Next up, we have the Aero sports bra. The Aero sports bra is inspired by wind, air, and flight. The Intel Curie module takes sensor input from the body, and it senses when the user is feeling perspiration, respiration, and a rising body temperature. And when it knows you're heating up, it triggers shape memory alloy, which opens vents that allow the wearer to cool down their body so they can prevent overheating and achieve their max performance. Thank you, Sabrina.
So I have to say, those were fantastic. Can you tell us a little bit what's next for Intel and Chromat? Beck?
Brian, there's so many possibilities. Intel is I feel like fashion technology is just at the beginning. There's so much left to be discovered. And I'm really excited to continue to collaborate with Intel on some exciting projects for Fashion Week. So visit our Intel booth and be sure and stay tuned for details and watch Chromat's New York Fashion Week show in February to see what's next.
I'm looking forward to it. I'll be there at Fashion Week. Thank you very much.
See you then. Thanks so much.
Okay, I'm going to shift gears a little bit. I know you guys all love the fashion shows, but let's shift gears and talk about something that's very close to my heart, and that's the maker movement. At Intel's Developer Forum in August, we announced America's Greatest Maker, an effort to accelerate the amazing innovation underway across the US every day. It's been 6 months since we made that announcement, so I thought we'd first do a little check-in on what's going on.
Hey everybody, it's me, Chris Hardwick from television and the internet and podcasting, and this is my gigantic head lording over you at CES. I am here to help Intel get the word out about a really cool new reality show that's particularly important to me. It's called America's Greatest Makers. This is a smart show. There are smart people in it for smart people to watch. Check out this clip.
This year, Intel, Mark Burnett, and TBS are proud to present America's Greatest Makers. We've searched coast to coast and found the greatest minds innovating and introducing fresh ideas in the world of tech.
The future shouldn't look like the past. We should be learning from the past and moving forward.
Thousands of ideas were submitted, and we narrowed the playing field to these 24 teams of makers and technology trailblazers. These amazing inventions will revolutionize our lives, changing how you monitor your health.
This product is going to change the way patients recover.
Communicate with the world.
Our product is going to advance the way we communicate across language barriers.
And test the limits of your imagination.
We make toys and games that you control with your mind.
For centuries, herds have been managed in almost the same way. Herd Dog's going to change all that.
The winner will walk away with $1 million and the chance to bring their idea to life, while the world gets a front row seat to the tech revolution. The future belongs to the makers. America's Greatest Makers. Coming to TBS and additional Turner News, Sports, and Entertainment properties this spring.
Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for listening to me and my giant head. I hope everyone has a great time at CES. Bring hand sanitizer. Everyone always gets the nerd flu at CES. You always leave with the nerd flu.
So to tell everyone even more about what's going on with the Greatest Maker, please welcome the president of MGM Television and Digital Group, Mark Burnett, to the stage at CES. Hey there, Mark.
How you doing?
So good to see you again. So from my perspective, I've been watching the America's Greatest Maker effort. It's looking great. But what I wanted to do is have you tell the audience how it looks from your side.
Well, by the way, you're the first public group to ever see the footage. I'm loving the show. I love this maker community. Thousands of teams of makers applied to our show. We selected, as you heard, the top 24. And their ideas run the gamut. There's medical ideas, gaming ideas, fashion ideas. There's one group or even got a tech component which is actually to help improve the food supply. You saw the cows up there. It's a device that can help track herds of cows, improve the food supply. It's an absolutely fun show, and I'm loving being in this community.
So you're a producer of quite a few shows, a lot of shows I watch all the time, Survivor, Shark Tank. How is this one different than those?
Well, as you know from working, we conceive this as more than a TV show. There is a TV show element, and it will be on TBS, but this also will be, this content, much more than the show, will be across all of Turner's digital assets, their sports, their business, their news, and also will be up on our site, which is americasgreatestmakers.com, which is live right now.
That's fantastic. So we've got the hashtag up there. So I truly believe, Mark, that this is going to be the next big thing, and it's going to come out of this community. The innovation there is fantastic. What are some of the teams that inspired you, other than, we heard about the cow. Were there any other ones that really inspired you?
There's another great team that's called Grush. You know, anyone who's got kids or been around little kids, very hard to get them to brush their teeth. This is technology that combines electronic toothbrush with a game. So as the kid is brushing their teeth, they're actually playing a game live with little monsters on their teeth. And as they brush the monsters off and get their teeth there, they get more and more points. Very, very fun.
That's fantastic. So when can we see this, do you think?
This will be on in the spring.
Thank you so much, Mark, for coming on and talking about us.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for coming to see us.
Great. Don't get nerd flu.
We're super excited about working with Mark and his team to find America's greatest maker. Mark reminds us that across this country and around the world, technology is opening up the door to more forms of expression and creativity than ever imagined before. Technology truly unleashes the creativity inside all of us, inspiring to invent, to explore, and to truly feel human. And as we enjoy the experiences that our technology enables, we must take a step back, though, and look at the human experience. As technology becomes more and more integrated and part of people's lives around the world, the responsibility to be a leader in every sense grows for this audience. Now, I've been on stage at CES twice before, and each time I've used this opportunity to raise an issue that matters to people around the world. And rather than bring a new one this year, I thought I would take a moment and update you on the commitments that we'd already made, because I believe that commitments need to be followed through. Last year, I announced a commitment by Intel to reach full representation of women and underrepresented minorities in our US workforce by the year 2020. I also announced a $300 million investment to support this goal. I did this for one simple reason. If we want the technology industry to define the future, we must be representative of that future. And we must represent the consumers and the populations we serve. And this genuinely leads to better business results. This can't be just an aspiration and something that just hangs out there. It has to be an accountable plan. This year, or actually last year in 2015, we at Intel set 2 goals. And we tied those goals to every employee in the company's pay. We wanted to make sure that at least 40% of the hires that came into Intel were women and underrepresented minorities. And we wanted to make real improvement in the retention rate of those same employees and diverse talent. I'm here to tell you we achieved both goals. 43% of our new hires at Intel were women and underrepresented minorities. And this year, the retention rate among diverse employees was on parity with non-diverse employees. A truly remarkable improvement prior to the last year. In 2016, you'll see us take on new goals and introduce new initiatives to advance diversity and inclusion, because our work is not done. Hiring and retention are just pieces of the overall picture. We'll also continue to invest in the future of the technology industry with programs to get more students into STEM education, like our initiative with the Oakland Unified School District. And you can learn more about all of these efforts and things we're learning in our diversity and inclusion semi-annual report. We're going to do this twice a year now, which will launch on February 3rd of this year. Of course, if we truly want to change the landscape of inclusion in technology, there are other things we have to do. And so we also have to address an issue that hits all of us, and that is online harassment. Together, as an industry, online harassment has become more pervasive and more vicious than ever before. If we're to succeed in a smart and connected world, we must remember that behind every device, every game, every connection, every tweet is a real person with real feelings and real needs for safety and inclusion. That's why this Thursday, Intel, Vox Media, Recode, and Lady Gaga's Born This Way Foundation are coming together to invite tech and media leaders across the industry to co-create an industry-wide initiative to fight online harassment and provide a safer, more inclusive online experience for everyone. There's far more to do, but I'm confident that we'll stand up on this stage in 2020 and tell you we've not only met our goal of full representation, but we've truly changed the dynamic in our industry and beyond. But diversity and inclusion isn't the only issue we've taken on here at CES. 2 years ago, I had the honor to talk about an issue that affects nearly every consumer device, and that was conflict minerals. Tin, tantalum, tungsten, and gold are the ingredients of almost every consumer electronic and originate in places with unimaginable human conditions. Let me remind you how important this reality is.
Here we are, a country home to $30 trillion in natural resources. And yet we have no roads. We have no running water, no electricity.
Wolframite, what is that used in? Cassiterite, what is it used for? Okay, if it's electronics, that's like a big light bulb.
Because of our demand for these products, whose raw materials are partly derived from Congo, like that link was just so strong and so largely unrecognized. Trust me, most people didn't have any idea that they were connected to the Congo.
Because of the fact that mining is a big part of the livelihood in the Congo, Intel made a conscious decision to not just embargo the region and walk away from the problem. Instead, we really focused on making sure we can work with others to get a responsible supply chain so that we could have both conflict-free minerals but also not take away one of the primary means of livelihood for the region.
What you just saw was a clip from an upcoming documentary, Merci Congo, by the filmmaker Paul Friedman, who is actually in the audience with us here tonight. I encourage you all to go to their website and learn more. It's truly an incredible story. When we learned about conflict minerals, we knew we had to take action. And Intel teamed up with the Enough project to understand this issue, scrub the supply chain, help put out more sustainable processes, and make every Intel processor we shipped conflict-free. We achieved that goal in 2014, and then we raised the bar by promising that in 2016, every product Every processor, every modem, every device, every system we shipped, everything we sell will be conflict-free. Today, I'm truly excited to announce to you that we will achieve this goal. In 2016, every product that Intel ships will be conflict-free. And you can look for the conflict-free symbol starting in Q2 on all of our products to be confident that you're doing your part to improve the human experience. This accomplishment supports the people who are on the ground in the DRC to improve their human experience and their quality of life. This journey never really ends, though. New products are always on the horizon. You've seen many of them tonight. And areas of conflict will always exist. But we will always be in pursuit of a conflict-free environment at Intel. My hope is that Intel can influence an entirely new and different way of doing business in all of this that you've heard tonight. Together, we can change the world. We can make this a better place with our technology. Yes, when you look at this, in its entirety, our challenges are complex. But with challenges come amazing opportunity and hope. At Intel, it's our mission to improve the lives of every person on the planet through their experiences with technology. When smart, dedicated people come together, we can create experiences that change the world. To end tonight, I want to end with celebration and to celebrate the possible. So I'd like to bring back on stage A.R. Rahman and our Intel Curie bands, and remember your part in the band, to inspire us all through music that has influenced millions of people worldwide. And that's the end of my time here. Thank you, and have a wonderful CS, and enjoy the show. A.R., thank you.
Don't need this anymore.